Yes, welcome to my podcast. I want to podcast something about white South Africans, about white Zimbabweans. These white people that I've seen in Zimbabwe as a Zimbabwean myself, and the white South Africans that I saw in South Africa when I was in South Africa studying at my university. I spent 15 years in South Africa and I saw a lot of white people, but there are a lot of shocking things. There are a lot of amazing things or shocking things that I saw about white Zimbabweans and white South Africans. Remember, every person grew up with the thinking or the mindset that white people are rich, they are wealthy, they have a lot of cars, a lot of everything at their disposal, a lot of money in their bank accounts, and we ascribe this rich life, wealthy life to white people that they are the masters, and us the black people were the slaves. These guys have everything, and us we have nothing. But I want to present to you a different thought, a different pattern of thinking based on my personal experience that I saw, what I observed, what I discovered, what I realized. Yes, what I saw with my two with my two eyes, two naked eyes. Right. I was in South Africa. Then I saw this other day or this other year, I was walking with my pastor from my church at a mall in Port Elizabeth. Then I saw this white woman with a plate begging for money. And I looked, I'm like, is this a white woman? Then my brain said, yes, this is a white woman. My mind said, yes, this is a white woman. I had to tap my body again to say, am I dreaming or I'm not dreaming? Then my mind said, no, you are not dreaming. This is real news. This is real. What you are seeing, this is a white woman holding a plate and she's begging for money. I was in East London. Then I saw this boy begging for money on the street. I, I cannot tell you about stories in Johannesburg. I cannot tell you about stories in Pretoria. I cannot tell you about stories in Bloemfontein, in South Africa, in Bloemfontein, South Africa, Johannesburg, South Africa, Pretoria, South Africa. When I saw white people begging for money on the streets, holding plates, holding a cup, holding a dish, and they are begging for money. And they are white people. You look at their skin, and you can see that, this skin is not that white, that sparkling white as you know it. Is another kind of white because these white people, they are suffering. These white people are struggling. The same can be said about white Zimbabweans. In my country, Zimbabwe, when you see a white Zimbabwean, you're like, what's happening? He or she can beg for money. Before you like, can you give me $2? Can you give me $1? Can you give me $10? I want to do something. They can beg. And you are wondering, is this a white person or he or she is not a white person? But your good mind and your good brain will confirm to you that no, you are not dreaming. You are not going crazy. You are not going mad. This person is white. This woman is white or this man is white. And he or she is begging for money. So these are some of the things that I've seen about white Zimbabweans. Just looking at the physical appearance, the mere physical appearance, on the skin color, skin complexion, the white is not that white as you know it. It's another kind of white, another poor white, another this suffering white, this struggling white. Is not that sparkling white as you know it or as you expect it to be. Is that suffering white? Then you can see, then you can tell that this white guy, this white man, white woman, white girl, he or she is suffering. So these are some of the things that I've seen with white Zimbabweans. As if the poverty of Zimbabwe is eating deep in their brains or eating deep in their minds. I don't know. As if the suffering that's happening in Zimbabwe or the struggling that's happening in Zimbabwe is also hitting so hard on them. As if it's so hitting hard on them. I don't know. You can tell on their physical skin, physical appearance, on their physical outlook. When you look at these white Zimbabweans, you can tell that these guys, yo. Something's happening on these guys. Something bad, something like suffering, something like struggling, something like hardship is happening on these white Zimbabweans. The same again on some of white South Africans. I did not say every white South African, no, but some of the white South Africans that I saw on the streets, at a mall, on the road, and they're begging for money. But some other white South Africans, I can tell you for free, they're living a good life. They have businesses, they have supercars, they live in Cape Town, they live in Durban, they live in Bloemfontein, they live in Johannesburg or Pretoria, whatever city of South Africa, whatever town of South Africa. And they are big, they are good, they are fine. They are enjoying life to the fullest. They are enjoying life to the greatest level. But some other smaller numbers of white South Africans, smaller number of white South Africans, they are experiencing suffering, experiencing hardship, experiencing struggling, as seen or evidenced by them standing on the street and they're begging for money. So these are some of the shocking things that I've seen with these white people, either white Zimbabweans or white Africans. Some of them are beggars, some of them are struggling, some of them are experiencing hardship in their life. And only black people can save them, only black people can help them, give them food parcels, give them money, give them some financial handouts at a mall, at a road, at a street, whenever they're begging or wherever they're standing and they're begging. So all is not good, all is not rosy, all is not fine with the white Zimbabweans. You look at their skin, you look at their physical appearance, at their physical outlook, and you can break down in tears. You can break down in tears, to shed tears, simply because of what you are seeing, and it's not pleasing, it's not healthy, it's not good. Like, yo, God, what's happening with this guy? What's happening with this woman? What's happening with this man? So this is the situation that I've seen with the white Zimbabweans in Harare or whatever suburb in Harare, because most of them, they are in Harare, Harare town, Harare city, the capital of Zimbabwe. This is where I've seen some of them. And to tell the truth again, where I'm staying right now, in my suburb, some of the houses, some of my neighbors are white people, are these white people. Some of my neighbors, where I'm staying right now, or where I'm currently domiciled, living in Zimbabwe, in my suburb, some of my neighbors. And on another street that I use, when I'm just walking around on another street that I use, some of my neighbors are white people. And sometimes I look at them, I just observe them, and I'm like, yo, all is not well, all is not fine with these people. By looking at their physical appearance, looking at their physical outlook, looking at how they appear physically, I can tell, I can see that, things are not fine here. Things are not okay here. So these are some of the things that I've seen. So these are my current experiences or my personal experiences where I live right now as I talk to you, where I'm recording this video. The house on my left are white people. The other street that I use when I want to walk around to enjoy myself, this other street, there's another house for white people. And sometimes I look at them, I observe them, and you can tell that, no, 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 no. White Zimbabweans, what's happening? So you can see suffering, you can see struggling, you can see hardship. You can see that the poverty of Zimbabwe is also hitting on them, is also negotiating with them. Fine. What are your comments on this video about white Zimbabweans and white South Africans from your own personal experiences, from your own things that you saw, that you realized, that you discovered in whatever city of South Africa, in whatever town of South Africa, even here in Zimbabwe, wherever you met them, in a shop, at a mall, in your suburb, in your ghetto, in your location, in CBD, in town, when you're doing your shopping, what came to your mind? What did you see? What did your brain tell you? What did your mind tell you about white Zimbabweans and about white Africans? Drop right type in the comment section. I'm done talking on this one. I would like to see your comments in the comment section. Peace out. Sharp.